thank goodness. Officer, please, come quickly.
Bonjour, mademoiselle. How can I...
It has become a madhouse. Madame has been shouting and cursing all morning. I've never seen her so angry.
Please, try to remain calm. First, may I ask your name?
We don't have time for that. Please, hurry.
Mademoiselle, now we are here, I must insist on your name before I can continue any further. I am Officer Hercule Poirot.
I am Elizabeth, but it is the maidservant that we must consider. Forgive me, officer, but are you new to the area?
I stand out so obviously.
I mean no offence, only I have not seen you before. This is a small town, and you learn everyone's faces very quickly.
Very observant of you, mademoiselle. Oui, I was recently posted here from the city, and a good thing I'm here now. Let us get to the bottom of this madness you speak of.
There has been a theft at the house.
Then I am exactly where I should be, n'est-ce pas?
It is only one of Mademoiselle Angeline's most valuable bracelets, taken from her room.
Then its safe return is of the utmost importance.
Madame Van den Bosch, the lady of the house, believes Fleurette is behind it. I'm afraid I do. I know Madame is confident of Fleurette's guilt, but she wouldn't do such a thing. Surely a burglar is responsible, as Mademoiselle believes.
Merci, mademoiselle. Your assistance has been invaluable. Oh. Huh. What a revelation!
Of course, officer. How can I help? One set must be mine, leaving to find you. The other set must be Florette's. She was caught in the rain this morning.
Merci, mademoiselle. Your Huh. Huh. Aha. Aha.
Of course, officer. How can I help? Excuse me, officer?
The carving on the bench. Forgive me, I was not...
Oh, of course not. Yes. I suppose there must be.
Would you know the identity of the mysterious L and E?
I'm afraid not. Perhaps they were old residents. A pair of star-crossed lovers, perhaps. Madame does not allow...
Love is not something that can be harnessed so easily.
That is Madame's rule. And I wouldn't want to be the one that challenged...
Merci, mademoiselle. Ah. Magnifique.
Of course, officer. How can...
Merci, mademoiselle. Ah. Mm-hmm.
Of course, officer. There is, sir. Luke. But he was called away from the house on a personal matter.
Merci, mademoiselle. Order and method. That is the way to solve the problem. I must take a different approach if I am to... This will not get me any closer. Some would say a lucky guess. I would say a moment of genius.
Of course, officer. How can
Merci, man. Oh. Oh. I should not be surprised by my own skill. I must act on thought and fact. Another success. I never doubted my... Things are beginning to become clearer. I have conducted my initial inspection of the house and grounds. It is now necessary for me to speak with those in the house.
Of course. Thank you, officer. I'm sure Madame Van den Bosch will be happy to hear the police are investigating.
Who are you? You are not the commanding officer I requested.
No, dear madame, I am Officer Hercule Poirot. I can assure you that...
This will simply not do. I sent Elizabeth to bring me a competent lawman.
And that is what she has brought, madame. Now, I would like to continue my investigation.
I do not believe so. I know so. It was Florette, the...
And why is that?
Because I don't. I do not need to explain myself any further. Don't be ridiculous. I have told you who is guilty. If there had been a break-in...
If it was the case, of course, madame. Although I cannot...
Perhaps then you have proved me right, and you aren't the competent officer. You understand correctly. It is my daughter's bracelet.
And valuable to your daughter, no doubt. It was a gift.
Yes, it was from her late father, my husband, the Viscount, and it has not gone missing. It was stolen.
Merci, madame. You have been most helpful. Aha. Ah. Oh.
Really, officer, you are wasting... And what is your...
May I ask of the subject?
You may not. Honestly, your...
Merci, madame. You have been... Oh. Hmm.
What do you think you're doing in here?
Mademoiselle Angeline, I presume. Allow me to introduce
An officer of the law? But what are you doing here?
Your bracelet has gone missing. It is only correct. I speak with all members of the house.
Ah, if we may.
Merci.
Some rat stole my bracelet this morning. Even though it's clear someone has broken in, Maman refused to listen and blamed Fleurette.
You sound very convinced it was taken by someone from...
My window was open when I returned. How else can you... It must have been while I was down at breakfast with Elizabeth. She was...
Mademoiselle Elizabeth was with you until you discovered the bracelet was missing?
She was. She woke me up later than usual. I washed and dressed, and we went... It is of great value. Money was no...
It was a gift from your father. I can only assume it...
Of course it does. What a silly thing to say.
You have been of great help to my invest... Huh. Aha. Ah. Mhm. Come, my little grey cells. We must think logically. Is there something I am not seeing? I cannot see the logic in this. The pieces of the puzzle are final. Come, my little grey cells. Is there something... I cannot see the logic in this. Order and method. That... This will not get me any close. I should not be surprised by my own skills of... I must act on thought and fact. The pieces of the puzzle are fine.
Really, officer? Only if you are prepared to take Florette.
It is an offense to incarcerate someone without suitable proof of misdeeds. I must question Mademoiselle Fleur.
If you will...
Merci, madame. You have been... Mademoiselle Elizabeth, I hope you are feeling less distressed now. I can assure...
Thank you, officer. Yes.
Bien sûr. Rest assured she will get the fair trial she deserves.
Of course. Now I think of it, I don't recall seeing her memento. She holds her keepsakes from her father and other gifts or tokens in it. She has such a wonderful collection. When I left, Madame was with Florette in there. Surely she would not have locked her in.
Madame van den Bosch should not be deciding her fate. Would you grant me access?
I would, sir, but I don't have the key. There is a spare somewhere, though. Oh, how awful the thought of her...
Do you have any thoughts as to where...
I'm sorry. Madame does not trust the staff with such knowledge, even me. Although I did overhear her once say it was hidden somewhere.
Merci, mademoiselle. Yep. I must take a different approach if I am to uncover the... I cannot see the logic. Aha.
Really, officer?
Merci, madame.
The longer you are here, the further the criminal is one. Ah, why don't you believe me?
As I have stated, it is my duty to speak...
How How should I know? I returned to the room and father was face down on the floor.
So it is your father.
Isn't he handsome? Maman never wants to talk about him. She says it's too hard, but she acts more like...
I'm sure that is not the case. It must have been very hard for her.
I miss him every day. He always knew how to put a smile on my face. In the summer, father and I would play hide and seek while Maman read. She always helped me though whenever it was his turn. I would stand in the gazebo, cover my eyes and count, and when I turned, he was nowhere to be seen. Maman would lower her book and flash a look towards his hiding spot. After I found him, he clapped, and when I was hiding, it didn't matter where I was. He could never find me. I always thought I was an expert hider, but when I think back, he always knew just what...
I'm sure he would want you to be smiling. You have been of great help. Come, my little grey cells. We must... What a revelation!
Certainly, officer. Madame is the one with the refined taste. Angeline and I are much more partial to it.
Aren't we all? Romeo and Juliet.
I do enjoy it so. The passion, the romance. It gives me goosebumps just...
Merci, mademoiselle. Oh. Finally, it is
What exactly do you think you're...
If I am to serve justice, I must be able to...
The girl is guilty and shall pay the price for her crime. I shall see to that.
Everyone deserves to tell their side of the story, whether... Mademoiselle Florette, I presume.
Please, officer. I did nothing wrong.
Please relax, my dear. If you have done nothing wrong, you have nothing to worry about. But it is my...
Relax. So you don't think I took the bracelet?
As of this moment, I cannot say. But answering my questions honestly will...
I didn't even know it was missing till I got accused of taking it.
There must be some reasoning behind her accusation.
How could I have taken it? I've been in town most of the morning. Rihanna the cook is away, so I had to fetch breakfast for the house and prepare it all myself. How does she expect me to...
From what I understand of Madame van den Bosch, she would not have been best pleased you returned...
Not best pleased? I thought she was going to batter me to death with a baguette. I hid in the kitchen and then tried to stay out of sight.
Perhaps a brave move under the circumstances. And...
Madame was singeing a hole in the back of my apron with her glare. I daren't have moved. I must just be slow, monsieur. My mother always said I moved like this. Now I am being accused of avoiding my duties? Mais enfin!
Merci. I shall take... Huh. Ah. Oh. Huh. Is there something... I must act on thought. I must take a different approach. Some would say a lucky guess. Another success.
Certainly, officer. Why, yes, officer! I misplaced it after wiping a stain from Mademoiselle Angelieve's sleeve at breakfast. You are a great...
You are not the first to say. Had she not noticed it herself?
It baffles me how she couldn't have. It was only luck that I spotted it. Madame is under a great deal of strain. It can't have been easy for her to lose.
And this morning, it sounds as though it was such an occasion.
It's not the first time I have had to stand and watch such treatment. I hate to see it. Madame's scolding of Fleurette this morning was the worst I have seen her temper. I wish you could see that Fleurette is...
Could there have been another reason for such...
Madame was not happy Fleurette was late. All through breakfast, Madame was watching her with a piercing eye. But she still...
Merci, man. Order and method. That is the... Magnifique. Things are beginning to become... Oh.
What are you doing there? I wouldn't get too close. Soot is forever spitting onto the floor.
Merci for the warning, mademoiselle.
The longer you're here, the... Maman is never happy with anything these days. Also, Florette does have a habit of not doing things exactly how Maman wants.
And how does she react when she sees Florette not...
Maman has the temperament of a kicked cat. Florette has often been...
That is how she responded.
She was shouting at her, and when Florette would not admit she took the bracelet, Maman really lost her temper.
You have been of great help. Ah. I should not be surprised by my own skills. Oh. Ah.
What are you doing there? I wouldn't get too close.
Merci for the one.
Really, officer?
Merci. Oh. Huh.
Anything to show you I...
Merci. Ah. Aha. will not get me any closer to my goal. Order and method. That is the... I must take a different... Some would say a lucky guess. I would say a moment... Is there something... Come, my little grey cells. What a revelation! The pieces of the puzzle are finally coming together.
Anything to show. Yes, another thing on my to-do list.
At whose request?
It was a favor for Lizzie. I didn't...
Merci. I shall...
Certainly, officer. The lounge? A package?
Oui, it is quite hard.
Oh, how silly of me. I must have had my head in the clouds this morning. Besides the terrible rain? No. I woke, began my duties with Mademoiselle. I had already laid out a clean dress. I helped her into it and prepared her.
And the bracelet was still there when you left the room for...
I'm sure of it. I had it down before Mademoiselle Angeline.
Merci, mademoiselle. You're... I cannot see the logic in this. Perhaps... This will not get me in. Things are beginning to become... Magnifique. I must act on thought and fact. Another success. I never doubt.
Certainly, officer. How could I not be? I may not enjoy his other works, but how can one not be?
Especially being able to draw similarities between Verona's
But I hadn't told.
Mademoiselle, I am an officer of the law.
Please, you cannot say anything to Madame. She is against staff relationships of any...
But he means so much more to you.
Oh, officer. At first, it was nothing more than pleasantries around the grounds. But that quickly changed. I know it's not proper for a young lady to pursue a gentleman.
Love transcends professional and...
The mere thought of him was enough to make me blush. But I knew that Madame would never give her blessing. If we wanted to continue, the summer evenings here are just so beautiful. I often find myself walking around the grounds after my daily duties are complete. He looked ever so handsome. And the poem he had prepared, he had barely started reading. Standing there beneath the warm glow of the falling sun, he asked, "Oh, I'm sorry, officer. I've been chattering on for so..."
One should never apologize for such a charming and bewitching story of love. But you... Merci, mademoiselle.
Really, officer?
Merci.
Anything to show.
Merci. Oh. Ah. Huh. Oh. Aha. Things are beginning to be... The pieces of the puzzle are finally... Magnifique.
The longer you are here, the...
You have been of... Ah. Ah. Huh. must act on thought. This will not get me any closer to... Is there something I am not... Some would say a lucky guess. I would say a mo... I cannot see the logic in this. Come, my little grey cells. We... I must take a different approach. I should not be surprised by my own skills of deduction.
The longer you're here,
You... Oh,
what are you doing there?
merci.
Really, officer, you are If you have something to ask, officer, I suggest you stop wasting my time further and just get on with it. I have already told you everything you need to know. What else? I am not sure what you are trying to imply, officer, but I will remind you of my position. It is challenging at times, I will admit. But I can assure you, officer, you have wasted enough of my time.
My intention was not to anger you, madame. I was merely commenting on an
If you have something to ask, and this is how she repays me, I will not be happy. I am glad you have finally come to your senses and have seen her. The position of this family has and will remain. Officer, you have...
My intention was not to anger you, madame.
If you have some... And this is how... I am glad... It has been difficult since the Viscount left us. It was he that oversaw all finances. I have tried my best to provide for Angeline, although sometimes she may not see it that way. She is...
You are accepting the hand you have been dealt and raising a fine young mademoiselle. That is...
And you have done nothing but bother my staff and my family. I cannot stand here any longer and listen to this second...
The longer you're here, the...
You have been... Ah. Order and method. Order and method. Is there something I am not? What a revelation!
Certainly, officer. You have found the culprit?
Everything will be revealed in good time. Would...
Of course.
Merci, Mademoiselle Elizabeth, for gathering everyone.
She stormed past me not long ago, and I have not seen her return.
Very well. Under usual circumstances, I would wait. But I think we have spent... This morning started like any other. My usual ordinary patrol. Until I was approached by Mademoiselle Elizabeth.
A crime I've been falsely blamed for.
That I shall come to. I began my investigation outside, but it was not long before I realized there were no signs of an intruder. Florette, your time here at the house has not always been the easiest for you.
I do what Madame tells me.
And to the highest standard, I presume.
Madame's standards are very high.
And you would at least expect fair treatment for the work. Not to...
Monsieur?
I refer to how poorly Madame van den Bosch treats you. You are at her beck and call.
That is Maman you're talking about. Just wait until...
It is nothing but the truth I speak, Mademoiselle. All the while, Mademoiselle stands by and does not even notice such cruelty. Perhaps you thought it was time they deserved...
Stop trying to put words in her mouth.
I am merely giving her a voice. One that has been silenced.
Maybe I do think she deserves it. She's had the world handed to her on a plate, and the likes of me get nothing.
A motive begins to rear its head.
You're just trying to get me to admit to something. Well, I've done...
Allow me to finish. I am sure you will want to hear what follows.
I was only trying to help...
You must have known how Madame would have reacted to your late return, especially with her prior treatment of you.
She's angry at what...
But nonetheless, you were willing to help a colleague, a friend, knowing what the repercussions... And that show of loyalty to your friend has been the thing that proved your...
Monsieur?
Because of such willingness to help, you were delayed in town, meaning you had no viable way of taking the bracelet from Mademoiselle Angeline's room.
I told you!
It is evidence not even she can ignore. Which then leads us to Mademoiselle Elizabeth. You have been with the Van den Bosch...
That is correct.
You have grown close with both ladies of the house and your fellow...
Of course. Officer,
Elizabeth, what is...
I am referring to the lengths Mademoiselle Elizabeth has gone to...
It is Madame's house. She can enforce whatever...
Even if they are going against the very nature and cornerstone of man.
I still do not understand.
Perhaps that is best for everyone. It is neither my place nor my want to make this Besides, it was not that story that cleared Mademoiselle Elizabeth's name.
Florette's? But she was not here for most of the morning.
But when she was, more precisely while preparing she noted that, against regularity, you arrived alone for breakfast, without...
I'm not sure I understand what...
It means that I found myself with two suspects, but with a lack of opportunity, I was left with only one.
You can't believe I would hide my own breath.
The whole truth. Perhaps then we can all understand why you felt your...
I have nothing to say. How dare you speak to me like that? You have She had no right. It's all I have left of him.
So, you sent Mademoiselle Elizabeth down to breakfast alone, allowing you to be alone.
It's not like I planned it. I didn't think anyone would look in the...
What I still do not understand is where you thought this would end. What did you think would happen once Madame knew of its disappearance?
I don't know. I just couldn't let...
But you could stand by while Florette took the blame.
I didn't mean for her to get into trouble. How was I to know the police would be called?
When something appears to have been stolen, it is not uncommon to call on them. Even with my arrival, it is your actions that have brought us to this point. You did not think of the consequences, and now you must face them head on.
Maman, you're home.
Of course I am. And I brought someone that will...
Major, I can assure you I have this situation under control.
From what I have heard, you are far from it.
The missing bracelet has been found, and the guilty party has been identified.
I am well aware that the maid-servant was behind it all. And yet...
I am sure Madame van den Bosch has informed you of her suspicions, but
Excuse me?
After conducting a full investigation, the evidence and facts...
I certainly hope you are not...
I'm sorry, Maman. He's right. Florette is innocent. I just want...
Shh, girl. I will not have you guilted into taking the blame for that... Perhaps it would benefit you to remember you are nothing...
Officer Poirot. A word. Madame van den Bosch was forced to make her way to inform me, alone, I might add.
Major, with all due respect, she was impeding the
This may be how some officers act in the city, but here we show respect to our citizens. Your insubordination like this will not be...
As the ranking officer, I have conducted my investigation.
Ranking officer? Ha! You are an auxiliary officer. You have little authority over anyone, let alone a major. You would, after what I have heard of your past in the city, I'm sure he would look upon today's events as another failure.
Oui, Major.
Now I suggest you do your duty and escort the maidservant to the station where she can be formally charged and a sufficient punishment.
Right away. I'm sorry, mademoiselle. This is not the outcome I
Maman was right. We'll always pay the price for the upper class's actions.
We will do everything we can to clear your name.
What can you do now? Madame said I'm guilty of a crime and I'll be punished.
A crime that was never committed. Once the truth is explained.
Angeline did not intend for you to be arrested. Surely you know her better than that.
I should have known better than to expect anything else. Justice and fair...
What you saw today was not justice. In the eyes of the law, you are innocent and had been harshly treated.
But that doesn't help my employment, does it?
That I cannot save. But your freedom.
Detective Poirot, I trust this finds you well. It has been many years since our paths last crossed, and while I'm sure your recollection of the events may differ from mine, I hope that receiving this letter has not rekindled a sense of animosity toward myself or the Van der Bosch name. The impression you made is something that has stayed with me since that day. It compelled me to reconsider the spoilt young lady I would have inevitably become and helped shape me into the woman I wished to be. You made me see the childish and selfish girl in me that did not consider the consequences of her actions or how they may affect others. Although Maman may see the events of that day differently, I believe the compassion you showed for our mate Florette, as well as the drive to uncover the truth and accept no alternative, was a testament to your character and professionalism. Although I wish it were under different circumstances, your assistance is once again required, and I hope you will consider this as my formal request for your service. This forthcoming weekend was due to be one full of joy and happiness at the announcement of my engagement to Gideon Demir, whom I love dearly, bringing together two illustrious families, but it has been shadowed by deceit, extortion, and blackmail. The Van der Bosch name is being held to ransom by a mysterious party, and I am afraid I do not know who I can and cannot trust. We are holding a small gathering to celebrate our exciting news with what Maman calls the dignified elite, those that are well respected and held in high regard in both our close inner circle and society. Our private matters have always remained just that, so I fear one of those invited may be the person who is out to ruin our name, but for reasons I cannot fathom. I have enclosed a first-class rail ticket for you to join us for the announcement, and having contacted your superiors and the correct authorities to request your assistance, which they were more than happy to grant me, I shall expect your arrival with great anticipation. There shall be a carriage waiting for you at the station to bring you directly to Mnemosyne House. I thank you in advance in our time of crisis. Yours respectfully, Angeline Van der Bosch.